Hello everybody, it is me, Bluebells5529 here, and today we're going to do another video. This time it is showcasing my Railway Series Percy model. Now originally I was not going to do Percy because I was pretty content with the Percy I had, which was just a regular Bachmann Percy. But a lot of people suggested to me that I make this simply because I made practically almost all the Railway Series characters. So I decided to go with this. Now, this model was originally going to be a Bachmann Percy, just full-on Bachmann Percy, with modifications to it. But I decided to go with this method simply because I had all the parts lying around. I decided to make this. This project was literally made out of stuff I had lying around, and the result is pretty good in my eyes. The chassis here is a Bachmann Biller Ben chassis with a Bachmann Gorner Henry motor. So it's a lot more stronger than the regular tank engine motors Bachmann put on their models, the tank engine models, to be precise. I'm not too fond of the handrails, but I'll get these redone soon enough. This model was supposed to be based off of both Revan's model and some illustrations from the Railway series, so hence why there are some things that are on this model that are mixed around here and there. These boiler stripes here are a little tricky because on Revan's model there are 3, which you have right here. And on the illustrations they were, I believe, 4. And on TV series model there were 4. So I'm not sure why Revan's had 3, but I like the 3. It looks nice to me. The cab is a Bachmann Percy, repainted. This is the same cab from the Percy's Chocolate Crunch Percy, if you remember how I painted that up. And it's since been a scrap model, and then I took it out of my scrapyard and I put it on this Percy. The cab is brass, actually. I redid the cab. It's all a brass sheeting right here. And this is also brass sheeting. This boiler here is brass. So yeah, it looks nice. On the front here you can kind of see some seams. I'll fill those in quite soon. The buffers are from no, not just 1, 2 Airfix models, 4 Fs to be precise. Coupling hook and brake pipe. Also, these brake pipes did come from the 4F as well. Well, not this one, but the one in the front did. These sandboxes here, they were basically just stacked up styrene. I also stacked up these boxes right here. This part, if it can get in focus, that was from a wagon that I had lying around, so I just cut up the leaf springs out and I just put them on Percy here. The face is the same face I used on my Bachmann Percy. And the domes here, they're both, all of these, they're gold, they're a specific type of gold, they're almost bronze. The reason why I did that is because I believe Revan's model, all the domes and the top of the funnel were brass. So I decided to do that. The whistle's a little unshapen for some reason. Let me fix that. Yeah, it's bending back. Don't worry, I'll fix that later. Number 6, I need to get into decaling because I'm not too happy with these numbers here. No lamp at the back, but I'm thinking about getting a Bachmann Branchline's packet of 10 lamps and putting them on here. Just look more realistic. The handrails I basically just drilled into the Bachmann Percy cab. Drilled in there with a little hand drill. And I added the handrails on there. You can see they're separately fitted. Oh, I also forgot to mention the running board is also scratch built out of styrene, too. So overall, I'm quite happy with how this turned out. Especially because this was originally just halfway through, I wasn't trying, but then I started to get really into the model, and it turned out very well. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. This is probably one of my favorite customs I've ever done, considering the fact that there was barely any resources for me to go off of, so I decided to just scratch build most of it. Alright, let's give it a little test run. I'm not too happy with this type of track, if I'm honest. I might change it up afterwards. Probably go buy myself a little oval for these test run videos. But anyways, here we go. As you can tell, it can run a little loud, but then again, this was all a scratch built chassis. I actually brought the chassis back to life with some wires I had lying around. It was pretty crude, if I'm honest, the chassis. Overall, it runs okay. Here's a size comparison with a regular Bachmann Percy model. I actually used the Bachmann Percy model to help align the buffers. So, the Bachmann Percy did play a pretty good role in this project. And here's a size comparison with his 4-core engine friends. Now, as you can see here, he fits quite well with the others. Thomas obviously being a spark shot shell with a Bachmann Jinty chassis. Toby being a Bachmann standard Bachmann Toby with some mods to him, and Daisy being a Hornby DMU bass together. Overall, what do you guys think of this project? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. This is me, Bluebuzz5529, signing out, saying goodbye, and have a good day.